Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
What if I told you being conservative isn't about political ties? What if I told you voting Republican isn't always the right thing in my eyes? What if I told you conservative doesn't automatically mean Republican association? And just because you call some people liberal, it doesn't automatically make them a Democrat situation. I mean, if being Republican is so right, why do they get voted out every few years? Why do they spend billions on getting elected and run ads that play on all of our biggest fears? Speaking of fear, why do they pay our young people in the service so poorly to face that fear? The starting pay in 2010 for a young person in the Navy was about 30 grand a year. 30 grand to risk your fate, your future, whether or not your family would ever see you again alive. That's the same amount a congressman got paid in 1965. They ridicule the left like there's no tomorrow, but some of the junk I hear them saying lately gives me such sorrow. They're not realizing the Democrats, who they call the extremists, are no worse than they are because they're being elitists. Now, I'm not judging you for supporting your causes in this social networking age, but there are more effective ways of getting the word out than posting a status on your Facebook page. Every time I see a status with repost this if you agree, that person drops a few popularity points with me. If you really want to make a difference and have an effect in a greater range, get outside, donate your time, donate your change. Now, I've gotten off my subject, so please let me reiterate my point, because if I keep knocking Facebook, some of you will get your nose out of joint. Let me clarify. I love being conservative. It gives me great pride. But if Abraham Lincoln were to show up at GOP headquarters today, I don't think they'd even let him inside. There was a time that I was proud to say I was registered with those elephant guys. But most of the things they do now just bring tears to my eyes. Conservatives and Republicans are no longer one and the same, just like liberals and Democrats aren't in the same game. Now, your salvation from all this mess can't be found by joining the schism. Do your research, do your homework, find a candidate that matches your rhythm. Don't vote the party line. Everything they tell you isn't necessarily true. And most of these guys, once they get the job, all they do is look out for you-know-who. Lincoln died for his efforts. They buried him in the ground. Now soon, I'm going to the polls. Come along with me. Let's turn things around. So yeah, I'm not so big on Republicans, but I am conservative. And for what it's worth, I believe Lincoln's words, that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.